Hello Crafty Budgeters and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Brittany. On this channel we are working to craft a budget and a lifestyle to become debt free. Y'all, it's day 2 of our November video extravaganza. If you missed my side income stuffing video yesterday, you missed out. Definitely go check it out. It was fire and I had a lot of fun. We were able to stuff a lot of money and dollars. Wait a minute. Calm down, Brittany. And here is a picture of what we are working with for this month's video extravaganza. Today we are doing something a little bit different. Listen, when you guys ask, for the most part, I will always try to make it happen. It might not happen in the month that you are requesting the video, but in some way, shape, or form, I will make sure that I get it out to you in the next couple of months. And many of you shared with me that you wanted to see my behind the scenes of how I set up my budget before I even get to doing it with you on paper. So this is what the video is like. So thank God it's Friday night and I just got paid. Also, it's Saturday, but I do my budgets on Friday and and Sebastian, you keep getting in my way of my dancing and jams. Say hello to Sebastian. No, wait a minute. Tags, Snaps, I'm sorry, I'm calling you the wrong name. Just like a real family. You know when your parents call you the wrong name? Like, dang, I ain't my sister, I ain't my brother. Snaps is getting in the way, but here's Snaps, here's Sebastian. Say hello to them. They're joining me for the beginning and the intro because I'm about to do my first screen recording with y'all. Crossing fingers. I hope it works out well. Let me know what you think. But yeah, so literally I'm just going to walk you through what it looks like when that money hits the account, how I plan out everything, so that way when I come to do my weekly check-ins and when I do my budget setups that I have everything ready to go. I'm also going to show you how I do my cash envelope breakdowns and figure out what denominations are going to what. So you're getting the behind the scenes today. So I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you are not a part of the Crafty Budgeter fam, what are you waiting on? Hit that subscribe button. We have fun over here. And if you like these types of videos talking about budgeting, goal setting, getting out of debt, making sure that you are doing the best for yourself in regards to personal finance, make sure that you like and comment and just join this fun fam. Y'all, I'm ready, and are you ready? Let's go. All right, y'all, so let's dive a little bit deeper into the behind the scenes of my budget before you actually see me doing it on the video. No lie, Friday morning, midnight, 1 a.m., I am up in bed doing the budget. So this budget I have in a Google Sheet through Google Docs or just Google. And the nice thing about it is that I can access it on my phone whenever I need to, and everything transfers over and it's just really easy. So early Friday morning, my body like wakes me up like innately. Like I don't even have to set an alarm. It pretty much gets so excited that it's time to get paid that it's just like, oh, time to wake up, Brittany, go do your budget. So in the morning, I am underneath my covers doing the budget so I don't wake up Mr. Crafty Budgeter. And for some reason, it's not like things change a lot from week to week. Like the numbers pretty much stay the same for how much we get for our paycheck, but there's just something inside of me that I'm like, even if it's an extra cent, I am excited about it. And I just like to see how the money just pans out from week to week. So what I'm showing you right now is my 2021 budget template. And you will see at the bottom here that I have, this is where my debt tracker is at. So this is where I do all of my calculations for the debt tracker. And then every month I have a specific tab to go for the monthly budget. Now I have more of them, but I just hide them because if not, all of this row down the bottom will be extra long. So what I am showing you right now is just a standard template. I put November template just because that's what the month that we are in. But when I get to the beginning of every month, this is what the template looks like. I pretty much copy and paste the month into the new tab, just because a lot of the expenses, the variable expenses, fixed expenses will stay the same. It's just the amounts will be different. So no need to reinvent the wheel. I just copy and paste it, and then every Friday, I go in and add the specific amount that I want, and that's how I get towards the budget that you see. So this is the monthly budget. So all of the expenses that I will have throughout throughout the month will be here, and I put in the monthly budget, and then you will see these are my variable expenses, and then the plan, just like exactly how it looks on my budget sheets, that's how I do it on here, because then I can just easily transfer it over. At the bottom of every one of these paychecks, so there's 4 paychecks, paycheck 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then if it's a golden month or it's a bonus paycheck month, I will just add another sheet at the bottom. But at the bottom of every one of these paychecks, you will see, if I scroll down, that I've created a way that I can do my weekly check-in. So all of my expenses will go in these categories, in these cells, and then it automatically adds up the numbers for me. So everything is formulated in this Google Sheet. So when I put the number in here, everything will follow through and will get me to what the remaining is. So if I have to move money around, I have it ready to go. Don't worry, I'm going to show you exactly what it looks like in a second. But just to quickly show you, for example, groceries. So let's say I budgeted $125 for groceries. You see the remainings here. So let's say I went to Walmart and I spent $75. Automatically, the total comes here and it tells me how much I have remaining. Again, this helps me when I do my weekly check-ins, because I already know all of the numbers are correct and I can just easily transfer it over. Let's say I went to Giant and I spent $3.33. Again, you see the numbers are already there for me, because you know your girl when it comes to numbers and using the calculator. It just don't work out. Like, I can't do quick mental math. I can't do the calculator all the time. And so that way my numbers are always correct no matter what. I use everything in this Excel spreadsheet from jump. Then once I finish, and we'll go through this, but once I go through each paycheck, then I will come over to my cash breakdown. And this is how I do my denominations for my cash stuffing Sunday. Everything's already ready for me to go. All of the categories are set. Then I put in the amounts, I put in how much I want for each denomination, and then I check myself at the bottom. Again, I'm going to do this with you today, so that way you see what it actually is. All right, so the first thing that we're going to do is, this is paycheck number 4. So in my normal budget, I would have come to this tab because we are on the last paycheck of the month. Now for me, when I'm going to show you my paycheck budget number 4, I'm only going to be starting with the starting balance, because again, I'm not sharing what our salary is. I'm not sharing what we put to tithes and our mortgage. Again, that's just something we want to keep private for the family. So for here, I'm just going to take out the formula just because it's not going to work if I don't. So I am starting with $2,273.45. So you see, everything automatically goes over based on the number that I put in there. So now let's go in and add what I want for daycare. And again, when I do this, I am literally on my phone in bed doing it. And it's just easy. I can just quickly put in the numbers. Most of the numbers are the same from month to month. Nothing changes that drastically. So it goes really fast. So I can do this budget in maybe like on my phone at 1 a.m. in the morning. No lie, probably about 10, if that, 10, 15 minutes. Because sometimes I'll just copy and paste what the variable expenses will be were from the week before and just put it in here, and then I'll just change out the numbers. But for this case, I'm just going to do it all with you. So like I said, for us, daycare is always $312. Now, AES is $469. But for the past 3 weeks, for this bills category, I've been putting $100 aside. So that way I won't have that big charge come out when the bill is due. So now I only need to put $169 towards that bill. For life insurance, it's $139.19. For our cable, it's $266.90, and our phone is $85.74. So now I've added everything up. See what the total is. I know I have $1,300.62 remaining. So I come over to groceries. Groceries and eating out, personal, gas, and miscellaneous typically stays the same from month to month, but depending on how much I have remaining and what I want to put to the plan, it can change different things. And the nice thing about doing it in Excel is that I can change around the numbers really fast. And if I'm over, like sometimes I'll be over down here, I got to make some changes because I need this to be 0. So in this instance, groceries is going to be the standard 125. Eating out always gets 50. Gas always gets 100. Again, these never change most of the time, so I'll probably just like copy and paste them over. Personal is getting $50. Miscellaneous is getting $30. This is split between my husband and I don't have to put anything to bills this paycheck because we are ending the month. So I don't have any remaining bills that I need to do for the beginning of the month because our mortgage we've been putting aside every week because that expense comes out the first of the new month. And so I already have that money aside. And then you see down here that I have 62 cents remaining. Remember, I like to have just the whole number without any change left over. So I will put in $50 and add in the 62 cents to make sure I am ending without any change remaining. So then that tells me I have $895 to spend for the plan. So that'll go to debt snowball, emergency fund, and sinking funds. Now, when I was doing a savings challenge, the savings challenge would come down here. So it would say, I had another row and it said 100 envelope challenge, but because I stopped doing that, I've taken it out. So that's why I wanted to show you that like you can take and put in anything that you want in these sections and in these cells to make it work for your budget. So for this week, y'all, we got a little bit of extra money, or I think it's just, I don't think it's that. I think it's because we didn't have to, we had the $629 for the debt snowball, and because we put the $100 aside every week for our AES, we have more money to work with. So we are putting not $650, $750 to our debt snowball, 2 snaps to that. Then that gives me $145 to end the budget with. I always give an emergency fund $50. Sometimes I give a little bit more, but for right now, it's just getting $50. So that means I have $95 that will go towards my sinking funds, and that gives me the remaining balance of 0. I don't know why this $184. I do not know why it's there. Sometimes when I'm just like trying to add different things up and do different calculations, I'll just go in a cell and just like randomly put numbers in. So that's probably why that number was there on the side. So that shows you how I pretty much set up my budget. The starting amount, what hits our account, what's in our account will come up here. I'll put what goes to tithes, what goes to our mortgage, and then I'll just go right to our fixed expenses, variable expenses, and then the plan. So after I do all of that, then I will go to my cash breakdown template. So what I will do for the cash breakdown template is this is how I figure out what money I need to take out from the bank. And let me reduce it a little bit so you can see the full screen. So this is how I get the denominations that I take out from the bank. And what I do is I literally just copy and paste from the template what these categories, at least for the beginning categories, and then I do a little like play around with the other categories on the side. So for groceries, this paycheck, like I said, $125. Eating out is getting $50. Personal is getting $15. Because I split personal and miscellaneous, so personal you saw $50, I get $15. For gas, it's $100, and miscellaneous, I get $15, and my husband gets the remaining $15. Debt, we said we were putting $750 to debt, and then emergency fund, you will see it is $50. So What I then do to figure out how much I have to put in my sinking funds is that I'll go up to the top and I will put how much that comes to. So $1,105, and then I will add in what we said we were going to put to our sinking funds, and that was, oop, did I not push equals 1,000? What happened? What was it? Now I can't remember. Hold on. 1105 equals 1105. Oh, because I put the comma, plus 95. So that gives me my total that I'll be stuffing for my cash envelope stuffing is $1,200, and I have $95 to put into my sinking funds. Now, y'all know that like some of the sinking funds typically gets just $1, but what I always do is I start with Christmas. So Christmas, I always start with is $15, and then the next one I always go to, because these are the ones that are going to get the most money in the sinking funds. Then I'll always go to utilities, then I'll go to yearly subscriptions, and then I'll go to those are like the three that I always will go to first. Now, if you watched my video yesterday with the side income stuffing, I shared that to reach the goal of $60 for my blessings envelope, that I needed $15 for my cash envelope stuffing. So automatically I'm going to put $15 here. So then you will see that it will show me how much I have remaining for these envelopes that I will be adding towards. So then the next thing I typically will go to is transportation, because I know that no matter what, I have to put some money in there every week because I have to put money on my transportation card. The next thing I usually will go to is, let's see, home sometimes. And then after this, like it's pretty much just like a free-for-all, and I'll just go in and add numbers into these categories. Now, I've already done this for the budget, so I'm just going to quickly go through and show you what numbers I've added into these categories. Usually beauty, car, clothing, family fun, medical, and travel only get $1 if I'm not stuffing that much money. So those are pretty much quick to go. Gifts, I'm going to give $15 for gifts just because there's some birthdays coming up. Medical, like I said, usually gets $1. My son usually gets either $5 to $10 for Trey, and then, like I said, travel will give $100. That would be nice. We'll give $1. So as I'm putting in those numbers, you should have seen that this number was showing me how much I had remaining. Now, if I put $5 here, it will show me that I have $4. I'm over $4. So I gotta take away from different categories to get this number to 0. Once I have all of these cells completed, then I go over and enter in the cells for what I want the breakdown to be. So for groceries, and it's just easy. I already have the numbers up here, so then I know it's going to be 125. So 120 and then 5. And then as you will see down here, I've put in a formula that at the bottom, it's going to calculate how much of each number it's going to, each denomination I'm going to need. Then I will check myself at the end. But this row will tell me how much I'm going to put on my teller slip. So for eating out, I'm going to give myself 2 20s and a 10. Ooh, there we go. For personal, it's going to get 10 and 5 1s. For, let's see, gas, it's going to get 2 50s. For miscellaneous, it's going to get a 10 and a 5. For the debt, it's going to get 7 $100 bills and a $50 bill. Then emergency fund is just going to get 50. Then I typically go in and do all of the dollar bills because it's just easier for my brain to do it that way, and I don't really have to think because it's only just getting $1 or anything less than $5. And then I'll go in and do the remaining other ones. So blessing is going to get 15, so a 10 and a 5. Christmas is going to get a 10 and a 5 for 15 as well. Home is just going to get a $5 bill. Gifts is going to get a 10 and 5 ones. Utilities are going to get 2 10s. Trey is going to get a 5, and then transportation and yearly subscriptions is going to get the $10 bills. So like I said, then at the bottom, I know that I'm going to take out 21 bills, 8 $5 bills, 8 $10 bills, 3 $20 bills, 4 $50 bills, and 8 $100 bills. But to make sure that all of my numbers add up correctly, what I do here is that I will just add up those numbers. So 8 times 100 is 80, 4 times 50 is 200, 3 times 20 is 60. And as you see, I've created a formula or equation, whatever you want to call it, that it's automatically adding up that sum on here. And this number should add up to whatever number I have for my total. So 8 times 10 is 80. 5 times 8 is 40, and then 20 times 1 is 20. And as you see, ta-da, it is the right amount. So $1,200 to the $1,200. And now I will use this row to add into my teller slip and take to the bank. You will notice that the way I do my budget, I always just want to make sure I'm checking myself. So I check myself by using the Excel. I check myself by having different formulas before I even go to writing it down on paper, just to make sure that all of my numbers are adding up correctly and that I'm getting that zero-based budget that I want for my budget. So y'all, that is pretty much the behind the scenes of how I do my budget on a week-to-week basis. I found that this way works best for me. This process works for me. Now, when I get to my cash envelope stuffing, sometimes the numbers, I don't know why the numbers don't add up, because I think I just add different things wrong when I'm putting in the different denominations. I don't know why, but know that before I even get to that point, it all adds up. And then your girl just messes herself up when I'm doing it with the cash. But y'all, I hope this was helpful for you and just to show you another way that you can possibly think about doing your budget. Some people will just have multiple printed sheets and will do a sample printed sheet before they do the real one on their YouTube channel. But this works for me. And let me just show you. Oh, I can't really show you because I'm doing a screen recording. Yo, this was my first screen recording. What do you think? How did I do? Hopefully it went well. But y'all, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you enjoyed it, make sure that you like and comment. Make sure you subscribe to the Crafty Budgeter fam. We completed day 2 of our November video extravaganza. I will see you tomorrow for Cash Stuffing Sunday. It's going to be hype because we are stuffing that $1,200. And now you're going to see how it all comes together. Make sure that you continue to stick with me because Monday is our November debt update. You know I'm about to be hyped because we are we're adding $750 to our debt. Tomorrow is going to be hype. And then we are closing out our extravaganza with the November budget closeout and December budget setup. So y'all have a great rest of your day. See ya. Bye-bye.